So let's talk about what's going on with Tyson. So Tyson had to shut down a lot of plants, including the one in Texas near Amarillo. About 1,000 workers, all Teamsters, were laid off, and the one in Nebraska also got shut down. They're doing this because they say there's no beef. Now, there's a little bit of truth to that. I mean, with these continuous droughts and the cost of inputs, the cost of everything, because monopolies are so bad at price gouging everyone, a lot of farmers and ranchers had to get rid of their herds. We had to cut our herd in half multiple times because everything was too expensive.
Tyson is making big changes. They're scaling back on their operations here due to the tight U.S. cattle industry. So what does this mean for you? This is the letter that Tyson sent out to their employees discussing the elimination of the B shift.
You will work for approximately 60 more days. Okay. You will not work tonight. Pay you 4 hours. You will come back Monday regular time. You're going to have a lot of questions. Next week, we will be able to have meetings and answer your questions. Okay, but I do need you to come to work Monday and work these 60 days.
So today we have another Tyson Foods layoff story, this time in Amarillo, Texas. The last time it was in Lexington, Nebraska. And honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if we get more of these stories of Tyson laying off more workers throughout the United States. We have a lot to cover, as well as the comments from people who were actually laid off at Tyson plants, so let's get straight into it. I have 3 family members possibly getting laid off on B shift there. My dad, who's a skilled position, but he isn't union and on B shift. I doubt they'll bring him to A shift. Then my mom and my brother, who are union, but are no skill jobs. From my understanding, non-union are first to go, then the low-skill jobs. Crazy to see this story. My wife got laid off after nearly 5 years working for a writing role for education software. More than 300 people were laid off on Tuesday. It's a massive shock. It's happening. 2026 scares me so bad, I feel like every day it's some new horror and the red flags keep adding up. They are eliminating an entire shift in Amarillo, which is why there's so many layoffs. But them closing the Nebraska plant is huge and really going to hurt them there. I think I read the plant employs like 6,000 in a city of population around 11,000. Like that's going to devastate them if true. Yes, I'm from that area and I cannot emphasize enough that this is going to absolutely cut off Lexington at the knees.
Birds roosting on the Tyson Foods plant now outnumber the humans inside.
Muy mal, depresión, llorar, desesperación, porque es la fuente de mi hogar.
The people have gone across the street, packing the parking lot of the Dawson County Opportunity Center.
It felt like my whole life just came crashing down. Now I got to start all over again.
Jeremy Grandin worked at Tyson since graduating high school.
It's like kind of like a second family we had out here, and just knowing that this place just shuts down out of nowhere, and kind of feels like it just tears everybody's families apart.
Now he's one of the many waiting in line, reaching for a helping hand.
One of the main things is getting them signed up to our AnyWorks system, our state system for unemployment and reemployment.
According to State Senator Teresa Iba, roughly 10% of the workforce of this plant, or about 330 people, have transferred to Tyson facilities in other cities and even states. And about 100 people will continue to stay on at this plant for now, working a smaller operation.
We're expecting the second wave to leave after the school year ends. And so we're going to experience another massive moving out.
Many fear the city will soon reflect the plant, a dead end.
Pretty much what made this town was Tyson.
Some of the churches feel the effects. Their Sunday services grow quieter.
We lost, I believe, close to the 70% of our congregation. We have 65 people in worship. Now we have almost 14.
But through the doubt and despair, some leaders also see a chance to start again.
It's like a new beginning for us.
The Community Foundation is providing support for impacted employees, and so is the state and countless nonprofits.
Lexington is more than Tyson. We have a ton of great companies here and a ton of great people, natural resources.
The future of the plant itself is uncertain, as Tyson is still determining what to do.
So this was the video from the Lexington, Nebraska, where they laid off an entire factory there, around 33 200 employees. And somebody from this video said that around 300 workers, around 10%, were moving to a different Tyson plants across the USA. But I'm genuinely curious where are they moving, because in Texas they just laid off like 1,700 to 1,800 workers. So it seems like they're just laying off everyone. In case anyone doesn't know how big of a deal this is for Lexington, this is approximately a third of their entire population, not workforce. Not only are they going to be out of jobs, but so will the restaurants, haircut places, shops, etc. This town is going to die in a matter of years. Nobody can afford to buy beef anymore. The Associated Press reports that the layoffs at both plants will reduce the country's beef processing by an expected 7 to 9%. Reducing the beef supply will increase food costs. Very risky living in company towns. History has a pile of dead towns. 5 meat processors, 5 airlines, 5 military contractors, 4 ISPs. The consolidation of power is killing America. Don't you worry, the CEOs will keep their bonuses and their pay raise. Ever been to Lexington? There is nothing there. It's in the middle of a whole bunch of nothing for many, many miles. When the plant closes, the town will become a ghost town.
You know, Katie, have you ever been in a place where you can just feel the pain and the anxiety? That's what it feels like being here in Lexington, Nebraska. This is a town of under 11,000 people, and 3,200 will lose their jobs on January 20th when the Tyson plant in town closes. People have described to me what's happening here by using the words catastrophe, crisis, the feeling of being collateral damage, hurt, anxiety, agony. I mean, just such powerful words because of what's happening here. The street that you see behind me is a vibrant business district. I've talked to some of the owners. Some of them are immigrants. As you drive up the street, the names of the businesses tell you about the diversity in this town. People from Mexico, from Guatemala, from Somalia, some of them former refugees who worked really hard at the Tyson plant, saved their money, and became business owners in this community. There's another business here to my left down the street. That woman says that people have gone into her store sobbing. Her sales immediately dropped 10 to 20% right after the announcement. Up the street here is a public library. There are companies from all over trying to recruit workers. Here to my left down the street this way, there's a pastor who's trying to figure out how to speak about joy on Sunday services. The impact of this is everywhere, but here are some of the people that I talked to. Are you trying to get information from the city? Has the city provided any information to you?
No yet.
Is that frustrating?
Yes. We need to know what's the other plan he had it. You know.
From the economy perspective, from the spiritual perspective, everybody's worried. You know, everybody's thinking, specifically this season, what we need to celebrate. What will be the joy of this community in this Christmas season? Hoping, expectations, everything is in the air.
What do your friends tell you, the ones that are leaving?
We try not to talk about it because we get really emotional.
So you're mostly not talking about it?
Yeah. We always try to think of the positive side.
Yeah. The time that you still have together.
Yes.
Is that what you focus on?
Yes, we try to make the best of it.
Now, Katie, Tyson says that they are right-sizing, that's why they're closing this plant. And I have to tell you, some of the workers that I talked to are still praying for a miracle that saves their job this season.
3,200 jobs lost in a town with a population of 11,000. That is certainly significant. Rosa Flores, thank you so much.
This is happening all over USA in mass amounts. Whole plants closing, whole cities devastated. I wonder how many jobs this creates at their processing plant in Argentina. Tyson did that to Perry, Iowa about a year and a half ago, approximately 1,100 people out of work. It wouldn't surprise me if we continue to see more layoffs from Tyson Foods. Now, the story from Amarillo is devastating, but the one from Lexington is just on a whole another level. And when counting the ripple effects, it's probably going to be more like 7,000 laid off in a town of 11,000, which is just going to devastate the entire town in Nebraska, but it doesn't take away that this story is also really devastating.